I saw Wakanda Forever last night, so let's talk about it. Spoilers ahead if you haven't seen it. First off, this movie was so personal and emotional. It was truly somber to see the tribute to not only Chadwick Boseman, but the Black Panther. And I gotta give so much credit to Ryan Coogler for directing this film, because this was a challenging task to take on, and I think he delivered. And the fact that he got permission from Chadwick Boseman's wife and family to do the tribute, man. If y'all don't get Ryan Coogler to direct Secret Wars, I'm low-key be bad. Angela Bassett deserves an Oscar. Her performance was stellar. And I think that this movie is one of the best acted MCU films we've ever seen. And I'm not gonna lie, I was truly emotional when the Queen died in this movie. Like, it's already enough that Shuri lost her brother, but now her mother? Shuri truly had to grow up in this movie. She literally went through all the stages of grief. It was low-key heartbreaking to watch. And when I tell you Shuri stole the performance for me, her arc in this movie is spectacular. She literally went through hell in this movie. She lost her brother and her mom. I low-key felt like this was Shuri's version of No Way Home, because she had to really grow up, take the responsibility as the next Black Panther and leader of Wakanda. This is how you freaking introduce a villain. Namor is one of the best villains in the MCU. He's so freaking OP. His whole army is. This scene was everything. I did not expect this man to show up. Most people saying that Ironheart was unnecessary in this movie, but I actually liked Ironheart in this movie. I think her story is going to be well developed in her own show, but the introduction to Ironheart was really amazing. She was hilarious in this movie. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do wish that the side characters had a little bit more say in the story, because I wanted to see more M'Baku, you bald-headed demon, and I wanted to see more of her story. I get it though, it would have been really dragged out at that point. Man, Okoye's role in this film was bigger than I thought. She was truly a high point in this movie as well. In the post-credit scene to this movie, showing that Black Panther has a son named T'Challa as well, I was truly at a loss of words. I'm not gonna lie, the movie did kind of drag out a little bit. The third act did seem kind of rushed. Now, could this film could have been better? Absolutely. Because it does have a lot of flaws that I think some people gloss over. But because the story and the acting and the emotional pull that this movie has on you, you really don't care for the flaws. It was just, for me personally, I think they could have cut down the runtime on this movie. Some of the other little storylines in this movie could have been saved for other shows or maybe other movies. Considering the circumstances that Ryan Coogler had to deal with, this was still a truly amazing movie. And I enjoyed myself. This is truly one of the best MCU films in Phase 4. And I think that this movie perfectly sets us up for the rest of the MCU going forward. I gave this movie an 8 out of 10 when I walked out the theater, but I slept on it. Now it's low-key at 8.2, 8.3, but I'm definitely going to watch it again to give out my final thoughts. Go watch it for yourselves.